Okay, we'll close the eyes and sit in a nice, comfortable posture. Any asana that's natural for you. Keep the spine upright and tall, vertical spine to feel that elongation of the spine gently. Pull the head up, tailbone down, keeping the head, neck, and the spinal column nicely aligned. No strain though, very relaxed posture. Keep the hands resting very nicely on your knees or thighs, very comfortable. Hands, arms. Do a few shoulder movements. Lift the shoulders up toward the ears, roll them back and down. Them up, roll them forward and down. Do a few of these movements. Finally, roll the shoulders back and then let them hang loose. Very comfortable shoulders. Do a few movements with the neck now, up and down movement, side to side. And create some circles with the neck movement. Just softening any subtle spots of tightness in the neck area. Fine. Let's bring the head back to the center, keeping the chin only slightly below the horizontal level. Very comfortable neck. Keep the facial muscles soft, jaws very comfortably relaxed, muscles in the forehead relaxed. And begin to watch the breath now as you breathe in and out. Observe the flow at the tip of the nose, just watching the movement of breath, making no effort to modify the breath. Let it flow very naturally. Feeling that subtle cooling sensation in the nostrils when you inhale, warmth when you exhale, deep awareness of the breath, its flow, and the sensations. Okay, let's recite Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. Softly open the eyes. Namaste and welcome. Welcome everyone. This is day number 20. But 20 of this journey together for one more day and then hopefully continuing on for a long time. Again, just a quick note about your continuing practice. We have been doing this session here for an hour and 45 minutes. I know most of you probably cannot allocate that much time on a daily basis. Ideally, of course, you can if you can allocate at least an hour and a half, on a daily practice, that will be wonderful. But I'll share, or at least for your practice, you have to try and allocate as long a time as you can, because the practice must include asana, pranayama, and meditation. And as I mentioned, meditation is of all these three, meditation is the key practice. It's the most important because the objective is to calm the mind, and meditation is the most important practice to achieve that goal of calming the mind. So meditation, pranayama, and asana, that's the sequence that of importance. Most important is meditation. To get us ready for meditation, we practice pranayama. And of course, to get us ready for pranayama, we practice asana. Okay? So asana, pranayama, and meditation, very important part of the practice. Now, we've had a tradition in the past here that if you'd like to practice in a group and you don't feel totally motivated to do it on your own, many people in the past have used my studio for their morning practice, and you're most welcome to do that. I mean, I offer these programs with a gap of about 3 weeks, roughly. The next program will be 3 weeks from now, from tomorrow. And for those 3 weeks, if you feel like coming here and practicing in a group, you're most welcome to do that. Okay, I have a WhatsApp group which has many members, but nobody comes in here these days. So you're welcome to try to do that if you really feel that a group practice will be more motivational for you. All right? So let's do our, if you have any questions about that practice, call me. Let me know. Let's do our eye exercise. So the simple vertical movement and horizontal movement. Just keep the head in the center, look up toward the ceiling, move the eyes down to the floor and back up and down. Vertical movement, keeping the head steady in the center, eyes moving in a smooth movement. And as you bring the eyes to the top and bottom edges, give a brief pause. Come here. Brief pause at the two edges, and then make an effort to stretch the eyes there a little more so you can exercise the eye muscles. Next time, bring the eyes to the center, close the eyes, relax for a brief moment. So open the eyes, this time horizontal movement, so look to the far right and then to the far left and back. In eyes moving at the eye level, horizontal movement, side to side. Again at the two corners, the left and right corner, brief pause And little extra effort to stretch the eyes during the pause. Next time you bring the eyes to the center, close the eyes. Let's rub the palms briskly. Cover the eyes softly. Relax the eyes. Gently rub the eyelids, eyebrows. Do some light massage around the eyes. And again, softly open the eyes. Moment. So today what we'll do is to do something what I like to call the awareness routine. In this one, we will try to hold the poses a little bit longer. Okay, each pose will try and hold it longer. So what happens is, when we hold the pose longer, the body goes through a subtle transformation every moment. Okay, let me see if I can pull up the definition of. I think we can just briefly and verbally talk about this. So when you hold the pose longer, you can. What we want to do is to become aware of the transition that the body seems to go through: body, breath, and mind. All these three will go through some transition. It's a very subtle transition. Okay. Every moment of this holding the pose will give a different experience. We want to really maintain full awareness of that. This is going to take us back to the very definition of an asana. So the definition of asana in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is, everyone probably knows that now. Asana definition, anybody?
Stiram Sukham Asana.
Means Stiram Sukham Asana.
Sthiram Sukham Asana, right. Sthiram means steady and firm, no movement, no trembling, no shaking, nothing, none of that, right? That's Sthiram. And Sukham means comfortable. There should be no discomfort or anything. So that's the definition of asana. And how do you get there? The very next sutra, Patanjali talks about how to get there. And he says, Prayatna Shaithilyam Ananta Samapatti. Those are the two kind of attributes of how to get there. So Prayatna Shaithilyam means, Prayatna means effort, and Shaithilyam comes from Shithal, which means to loosen up, let go of any tightness. So basically, what it's saying is, mentally let go of any tightness in the body and become, it's a effortless effort, you can call it. Prayatna Shaithilyam. Okay? Because you still have the intention to do some pose, but you should not be forcing anything. So that's Prayatna Shaithilyam. And the second part of this statement is Ananta Samapatti. So it says Prayatna Shaithilyam Ananta Samapatti Bhyam. Ananta means large amount, basically. Anta is end. Anant means no end. So very large amount. And Samapatti is almost the state of Samadhi. Okay, so very deep state of meditation. So, different commentators have interpreted this very differently. But, I'd like to stay with my own understanding that, look, as I mentioned, every asana that we're doing is going to give us some experience at multiple levels. Asana giving experience at the physical level, breath level, mind level, right? Those three levels are the most accessible for us. Now, what samapatti means that let's meditate on that experience and become so deeply engrossed in our experience that we become a part of that experience. There's nothing else going on in the mind. Ananta samapatti. So that way we can really kind of enjoy that pose or that state or the state that we are in and just stay deeply focused on it. So sthiram sukham asanam and then prayatna shaithilyam ananta samapatti dhyam. Okay, that's the statement made by Patanjali. All right, everyone got that? Got that? Okay. So let's get ready for our Marjarasana. Hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread the fingers wide. Inhale, head up, tailbone up. Tip the navel down and look up. Exhale, round the spine by lifting navel up, chin down, tailbone tucked in. More of these movements. Nice. Dip in the spine when you inhale, little hump in the spine as you exhale. Finish the next round, finish the exhalation. Bring the spine back to the neutral position, tabletop. Okay, now we're going to keep the right hand down. We'll do the arm and leg stretch. So lift the left arm up and right leg behind you. Stretch them straight and lift them up high. So pull the hand away from you, pull the toe back away from you, and lift them up both. So they're both straight and lifted up. And look up as well. Okay, so remember, like I mentioned, when you hold the pose longer, you might feel a subtle transformation, subtle transition from one moment to the next. The experience changes. You can close the eyes if you feel comfortable so you can deeply internalize that experience. See how the muscles are getting engaged, how your breath might feel some variation. Maybe there's stuff going on in the mind. Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha. 3 levels of experience. Legs straight, arms straight, pulled away from each other. And slowly bring the arm down, hand down, knee down. Pause briefly. Take an extra breath here and then switch sides. So this time the right leg and left arm. We're both straight, first of all, pulled away from each other, and then lifted up and look up. If you feel comfortable, close the eyes and internalize that experience. How your muscles respond to this longer hold, and as you maintain the effort to pull the hand and the foot away from each other. Pull the hand away in front, pull the foot back and through the back, lift them up high, head up. What's happening to your breath? What's happening to the muscles, joints, limbs, mind? And then we're going to slowly come down. Pause briefly. The neutral tabletop position. That's it. Back up. Kapalabhati. Comfortable Vajrasana. All right. We do that. We said 80 breaths per minute. Final sequence now. Inhale and then exhale completely. Apply the 3 bandha sequence. Done with the whole sequence. Natural rhythm of breathing. Come up to a standing position for Surya Namaskar. Top of the mat. Together or just slightly apart. Parallel. Tall body. Hold the shoulders up and back. Exhale. Palms together. Inhale, arms in front. Up and back. Pull the hands up first toward the ceiling, then push the arms back behind the ears and look up. And as you exhale, smoothly bend forward. Keep the hands pulled away, arms against the ears. Finally, drop the hands. Get the hands close to the toes. Bend the knees, palms down alongside the feet, left foot back, all the way. Knee down, buttocks down, chest down. Right foot back, downward facing dog. Buttocks lifted up, heels pressed down. Knees to the floor, chest and chin to the floor. Ashtanga Mudra. Lower the abdomen down and lift the head up. Chest up, palms off the floor, and then the chest higher. Point the toes back. Try to lift the knees up as well, higher. Knees up, chest up. Palms down, go back to the downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Head up, left foot forward. Let's bring it up between the palms. Knee down, chest up. Take the right foot forward. Straighten the legs if comfortable, and then drop the chest when you exhale. The head up, and we'll bring the arms in front against the ears, L shape. And then as you inhale, stretch up and back. Exhale, straighten up and release now. Relax. Feet together. Exhale, palms together. This time out to the side as you inhale and then stretch up. Up and back. So pull the hands up and away. Push the arms back behind the ears. Let's press the feet firmly to the ground. Press the feet down. The legs will be straight and your thighs, you can feel subtle tightness in the thighs as you press the feet down firmly. Gently push the thighs forward. Legs are straight at this point. Maintain that pressure with the feet down. Pull the hands up and away toward the ceiling so the arms are straight. Make a gentle effort to push the arms behind the ears. You can either look up or close the eyes. Internalize this experience as you maintain pressure with the feet down, legs are straight, thighs pushed forward, arms are straight, hands pulled away, arms pushed back. Maintaining the awareness now. The eyes closed will help you internalize the experience. Every moment in the subtle transformation that you will experience in different parts of the body. As you exhale, begin to bend forward. The hands pulled away. Finally, drop the hands down and bring them behind the back this time. Keep the shoulders rolled back. And inhale, put the hands away toward the ceiling. Nice shoulder rotation that way. When you exhale, you may drop the chest further down to close the gap with the thighs. Again, every moment, feel the experience. When you hold the pose longer, one of two things can happen. One is that some muscles or limbs might offer a lot of resistance. If that happens, take a step back. Do not push yourself through the resistance. If there is a subtle tightness in any muscles, first of all, try to loosen the tightness mentally. So when you do that, there might be a possibility that the muscles are loosened up, and then you can actually go deeper into the stretch. So remember, if any part of the body offers resistance, despite your effort to loosen the muscles, take a step back. Do not push yourself. But if you feel there is subtle loosening up going on, You may even deepen the stretch, go deeper into the stretch. We're going to release the hands, bend the knees, palms down alongside the feet, right foot back. Go for warrior two. So go, bring the body parallel to the side wall, arms are horizontal, and your front knee is bent vertically above the ankle, right leg is straight, foot flat. And look over the left shoulder. Alignment perfectly in one single vertical plane. Every part of the body, your heels, knees, buttocks, and shoulders, all in one plane. There's a minor tendency for the knee to come in front, pull it back. But at the same time, roll the hips so that they are perfectly aligned. The right hip, the top right hip is going backwards, the left hip going forward. Arms remain horizontal, pulled away from each other. Look over the left shoulder. When you inhale, stretch the arms a little longer. Pull the hands away from each other. When you exhale, you may drop the buttocks down further. Remember to be perfectly in tune with the body's response. When you lower the buttocks down, if the body offers resistance, try to loosen up the muscles that are offering resistance. But if that doesn't help, don't go any further. Even if you need to, you can step back. Eyes could be closed if that helps you internalize the experience at a deeper level. And slowly we can come down, palms down, left foot back. Downward facing dog. We're going to press the heels down, push the buttocks and thighs backwards. When you push the thighs and buttocks back, you feel a subtle lengthening of the flattening of the armpits. Arms are lengthened, shoulders are rolled. You can almost feel the shoulders coming down and the chin and the forehead coming down. Push the thighs back, push the heels down. Become aware of the hands as well. Palms are flat. Try to spread the fingers wide. Feel the pressure with the 10 fingers very evenly into the mat. Very nice, kind of a firm grip with the hands on the mat. The neck should be in line with the spine. Relaxed neck. There should be no tightness in the neck area. Move the neck up and down. Just feel that it is very nice and loose, very comfortable neck. And again, if you can keep the eyes closed, you can get a deeper internalized experience of this stretch. Heels pressing down. Every moment, feel the response from the body, different muscles, different limbs. And let's bring the knees down, push the buttocks back all the way into the child pose. So your buttocks are resting on the heels, forehead is on the floor, and then walk your hands away. Kind of gently, fingertips moving away from you. At the same time, buttocks, you're trying to push them back and down, so the buttocks should be very close to the heels or resting on the heels if comfortable. This should give a nice stretch on your arms, shoulders, and the entire length of the spine. Let's keep the hands where they are. Keep the forehead very close to the floor and then slide forward into the Bhujangasana. Smoothly. Cobra. Chest up, navel is still on the floor. Elbows are bent close to the body. Shoulders roll back. Nice posture for this, for the stretching of the abdominal area, lower back. Roll the shoulders back. Nice openness of the chest. Palms flat under the shoulders, fingers spread out. Beautiful stretch for the arms and shoulders, spine, abdominal area. Look up. Okay. Be aware of the response. If you need to, you can always loosen up the stretch if the muscles are feeling tight. Mentally, send a wave of relaxation to every muscle first. If that doesn't help, if the response is still tight, don't go any further. In fact, you can loosen up a little bit. Let's go back to the downward facing dog. Head up, right foot forward, bring it up between the palms. And again, warrior two. Go for the same movements that we did earlier. We need a short bathroom break. Just go ahead and follow along. Go through the same sequence. Use the pose, come back, palms down, left foot forward. Bring it up. Bending forward now. Head up, arms out to the side as you inhale, stretch up and back. Pull the hands up, push them back, look up. And as you exhale, straighten up now and release. Relax now. That's next up, feet together. Exhale, palms together. Interlock the fingers, turn the palms away. Stretch up, pull the hands up and away, look up, or close the eyes, bend back. Push the arms gently behind the ears. Legs straight, elbows straight. And as you exhale, bend forward now. Drop the hands, drop the chest. Bend the knees, palms down alongside the feet, left foot back. Right the foot back, leg straight behind you, push the heel back, buttocks down, chest up. Look up. You push back, buttocks are down. Nice, strong leg behind you. Right foot back, plank. So this is where the body is in a straight line. So now the heels, buttocks and shoulders in one line. Push the heels back. Place the palms vertically under the shoulders, vertically. And the palms are flat. Spread the fingers wide. Again, that same experience of the 10 fingers pressing very evenly into the mat. Pressing the palms down. Lift the shoulders up. Buttocks are in a straight line with the heels and shoulders. Knees, chest, chin down. Lower the abdomen. We'll lift the head up, chest up, and very smoothly place the elbows straight for the upward facing dog. So remember, in this one, we're going to point the toes back, press the top of the feet, lift the knees off the floor. You're pressing with the top of the feet. Knees are up, but the buttocks are still down. Try not to lift the buttocks up. Buttocks down, chest up, shoulders roll back. Nice expansion of the chest. Push the navel forward. Roll the shoulders back. And close the eyes, internalizing the experience, or keep the eyes open. That's fine. Let's go back to the downward facing dog. Head up, left foot forward. Let's bring it up between the palms. Right leg straight behind you. Push the heel back. Buttocks down, chest up. Right foot forward. Feet together. Legs are straight. You exhale, you may drop the chest down. Head up. Join the hands, interlock the fingers, turn the palms away, L shape first, pull the hands away, and then as inhale, stretch up. Up and back. And then as you exhale, straightening up now. And release. Relax for a moment. Deep breaths. Becoming deeply aware of the body, different parts of the body, deeply aware of the experience, of the subtle changes that we experience when you hold the pose longer. Very important. Okay, so next what we'll do is to do the supported variation of the warrior 3. Okay, warrior 3, normally it's a balancing pose, but because we want to try and hold the pose longer, we want to use the wall for support. So we can hold the pose and then just become aware of that experience. So what we'll do is to, let me just show you the movement. We'll place the hands on the wall and adjust the distance so that of the foot from the wall. When you lift the foot up, the right leg, in my case, I'm putting the right foot down. The right leg eventually should be vertical, not at an angle. And then when I lift the left foot up, there's a tendency to lift the left hip higher than the right. And then I can lift it higher. But that's not exactly what we want. You want to roll the hips so that they are exactly at the same height. Keep rolling. In my case, if my left leg is up, I'm going to keep rolling the left leg down, the left hip down, so that the body is perfectly in that capital T position. All right? And we'll try and maintain this for a while now. So make sure your hips are exactly at the same height. Go ahead against the wall. Adjust the distance so the leg that is supporting the body weight is vertical, not at an angle. One leg up and you hold the hip down. Your foot is a little too far from the wall, so it should be about here. Otherwise, you go ahead and yeah. Now lift the leg up. To be perfectly in the shape of the letter T. If the left leg is up, roll the left hip down so you can really feel that nice alignment of the hips together. They should be exactly at the same height. And pull the foot away from you, the buttocks backwards, push the wall with your hands away, gain perfectly a T shape, capital T. So release and come down. Pause briefly. Really switch sides. Leg up, push the foot back and away, but roll the hip down. The leg that's lifted up, that hip should be coming down. Both hips eventually end up at the same height. One hip is not higher than the other. Come down slowly. Release. Back. Again, lie down on your abdomen. Relax for a moment on your belly. Relax briefly. Let's go for Dhanurasana. We'll do only one round, but hold the pose longer. Dhanurasana. Lift the forehead down first and lift the head up. The legs up, bend the knees, hold the ankles behind you. And then slowly lift the head up, chest up, shoulders roll back. Same guidelines as always. We push the feet back and away into the hands, which will help you lift the knees higher. Also give a nice thigh stretch. Shoulders roll back, chest up. Again, we'll hold the pose a little bit longer. If the body becomes uncomfortable, you can kind of relax the pose a little bit if you feel like. Try and maintain the pose longer. Feet pushed away, back into the hands. Shoulders roll back. Head and neck comfortable. The neck should not feel any kind of strain. So to release and come down. Relax now. Come up on the elbows. Go into the plank position on the forearms, curl the toes under, and lift the body up. Lift the knees and thighs up. Bring the body completely parallel to the floor. Shoulders are vertically positioned above the elbows. Heels pushed backwards. Roll the shoulders forward. Straight body, strong body. Stay there for a moment. Knees down. Relax in the child pose for a moment now. Come back up now. Slowly sit back up. Any comfortable posture. Next, what we'll try, something we have never tried before. We're going to start in this position. Let me show you what we will do. We're going to start with the arms stretched out in front, horizontal, and then we're going to, let's say 2 minutes. Okay, so we'll take 2 minutes to bring the arms from horizontal to vertical position. 2 minutes. It's a super slow motion. The arms are constantly moving at a super slow pace. So from here to here, 2 minutes. Okay, we'll take that, and then once we're up there, we're going to hold that position for 1 minute, and then again come down slowly for 2 minutes. Then bring them back to horizontal, and again pause there for some more time, like this. It's going to be challenging, but we're going to give it a try. Okay, so I'm going to keep count of the time. Let's just wait for a second so I can get the clock to a place we can now start counting. All right, stretch the arms out horizontal. Stay there for about 15 seconds first. Completely horizontal arms. Now, begin to raise the arms up, super slow motion. You're going to take 2 minutes to come back up to a full vertical position. So arms are moving constantly, but at a super slow pace. My shoulders would not allow me to do this, but just keep going. You should be able to guide your arms, the movement of the arms, so that after 2 minutes, they should be vertical. And slowly you're approaching the halfway mark. So make sure your arms are halfway between horizontal and vertical at this point now. Halfway between horizontal and vertical. So 45 more seconds to go. Move the arms slowly but surely, so they are moving up towards being vertical. You have 30 more seconds to go. Fifteen seconds to go. And at this point, your arms are now fully vertical now, completely vertical. Let's see if you can hold this for about a minute now at this full vertical position. And let's start the movement down now. So again, it's a very super slow movement, super slow, but continuous movement. There's no place that you're holding the arms at the same spot. It's a slow movement. It will take 2 minutes to eventually bring the arms horizontal. 2 minutes to bring them horizontal. So they're moving they're still very close to vertical, not down yet. Go very, very slow. Keep going, but super slow movement. At this point, the arms are halfway between vertical and horizontal, halfway. Not quite there yet. - 45 more seconds to go. - 30 more seconds to go. Now, right now, at this point, you're horizontal, completely horizontal. And we're going to stay there for a few more moments now, if you can. Keep the hands pulled away. Horizontal, completely horizontal. And then very slowly release them down. Relax now for a few moments. Just become aware of the sensations in the arms, shoulders, hands. It's very, you can feel that it's a very deeply meditating practice. Because you're so focused on this situation with the arms, the mind cannot drift away. Very beautiful. Okay, just lie down on the back. Touching the back for a moment. Okay, so just come up on the elbows and I'll show you what we'll do next. Go to uh, keep the legs up vertical. So the position will be, let me just show you what we will do. We're going to keep the legs straight, keep the arms horizontal, and we'll start raising the legs up. But again, at a super slow pace, we're going to take 30 seconds to bring the legs up vertical. 30 seconds. Once they're vertical, we're going to hold this pose for a few minutes. Okay. Now, when we hold this pose with the legs vertical, point the toes down, you know, it may not be very comfortable after some time. If that happens, if you need help, there are two ways to get help. One is to use the hands behind the thighs. Okay, you can use that for help. If that also becomes uncomfortable, you can put a strap in your feet and use the strap for support. Okay, but we're going to hold this pose for at least 3 to 4 minutes. All right, and I'll let you know when to come down. Again, when we come down, we'll take 30 seconds to come bring the legs down. Okay, so let's start now. Keep the legs very straight and very, very slowly and smoothly begin. Keep the legs straight and lift the legs up. Take about 30 seconds to bring from horizontal to vertical. It's a super slow movement. You're halfway down. Five more seconds. And at this point, you're fully vertical now. So push the heels away, toes pointing down. And we're going to try and maintain this position for about 3 minutes. As I mentioned, if it becomes uncomfortable, you can use the hands for support behind the thighs. If that also becomes uncomfortable, you can use a strap. We'll try and hold the pose for 3 minutes total. Try to keep the legs straight. Again, if that doesn't work for you, you can bend the knees slightly. The effort is to keep the legs straight, heels pushed away, toes pointing down. Feel the subtle changes, subtle transformation that you start feeling as you hold the pose longer. Different parts of the body, different muscles, joints, limbs, subtle change going on. Experience that change, become aware of it deeply. Every posture, every movement becomes a kind of a meditative because you're so deeply focused on what's going on in the body. Mind cannot drift away in these movements. Let's try and hold it for 30 more seconds here. And now we'll try to release the legs down very, very slowly. See if you can maintain a very smooth, continuous movement. See if you can take a few extra seconds here, maybe 25, 30 seconds to bring the legs down from vertical to fully horizontal. Very slow movement. 10 more seconds to go. Straight legs. And finally, release the legs down and relax down. Easy breaths here. Just bend the knees, wrap the arms around the knees. Hug the knees to your chest now. Keep the tailbone down, head down. Knees down close to the chest. Tailbone is down on the floor. Let's roll the body side to side. Next time you're back to the center. Pause briefly and then begin to rock the body up and down. Come back up to a sitting position now. Relax. Working, like I mentioned always, there are 4 attributes to our practice: flexibility, strength, endurance, and balance. 4 attributes. Through these long holding practices, we're working on pretty much all these 4, but more importantly on the endurance part, because trying to endure the whole experience for a longer time. We'll do the final practice, the Ardha Matsyendrasana, spinal twist. Start by holding the right leg, place the foot on the outside of the knee, optionally fold the other leg. Right hand goes up and back, very close to the spine. You can either wrap the arm around, push with the elbow from outside, whichever option. We've tried, talked about several different options. Any one. Again, if you feel comfortable, keep the eyes closed to deepen your experience, internalizing the experience. Follow the same guidelines as always. So when you inhale, pull the head up toward the ceiling. That should keep the spine lengthened. When you pull the head up, don't try to lift the chin up. Chin stays in the neutral position, which is always just that slightly below the horizontal level. That keeps the alignment nice. So lift the head up, lengthen the spine. When you exhale, you may roll the shoulder, right shoulder back, and then press the thigh very gently against the belly to deepen the twisting experience. Right hip. Make sure you try and press the right hip down firmly to the ground. Because if the knee is bent, if your heel is under the buttocks, you may rest the hip on the heel. That's not what we want. Slide the heel slightly away, so the hip is resting on the ground. The right hip. Turn the neck gently over to the right side. As always, try and keep the eyes closed if comfortable. Visualize the entire length of the spine from the top to the bottom. Every vertebra in the spine, every disc in the spine, feeling this movement. When you pull the head up, lengthen the spine, you're able to create a little more space between the vertebrae. And then with the twisting move, creating a beautiful movement of the discs, which are now able to stay lubricated because of the additional distance between the vertebrae. This helps mobilize the disc and the structure of the spine, keeps the fluidity going, hopefully maintaining good health of the spine. Right shoulder rolled back. Internalize the experience. Remember, all the nerves in the body, they go through the spine initially. So this is a great way to exercise the nervous system, keep the nerves healthy. Improving communication between the outside world and the brain through the five senses. Because all the signals, they go through these nerves. Twist a little more and then release the pose. Come back. Back to the center. And switch. Left foot on the outside. Hold the right leg if comfortable. Optionally, left hand will go up and back. Left hand position very close to the spine behind you. Wrap the arm around or whichever option. Keep the spine tall. Make sure your spine is tall and vertical. You can feel that lengthening of the spine when you inhale. Pull the head up. Keeping the chin still at the very neutral position. No, not lifting the chin up. Keeping the left hip pressing down to the ground firmly. Left hip, press it down. Left shoulder roll back. So when you exhale, shoulder roll back, press the thigh gently against the belly. Again, that pressure against the belly gives a lot of benefits here. Because with the twisting move and the pressure against the belly, you are able to massage all the organs in that area. Liver, pancreas, intestines. When you do this twist, you're also cleansing the liver, kind of detoxifying, also working on the pancreas, so the insulin production, etc., that's controlled by the pancreas. That's normalized. It's a nice pose, highly recommended for people who are either pre-diabetic or even are in diabetes. Nice pose. Keep the eyes closed if that's comfortable. Turn the neck gently over to the left side. No strain, just light turning the neck. Just a little more. And then release the pose. Come back. Back to the center. Sit down with the eyes closed. In any posture that's comfortable for our moment of reflection. Reflecting back on our experience today, we did something different than what we normally do in the class. We held the pose longer, enhancing our awareness at the body, breath, mind, Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, deepening our awareness. And this is what helps eventually when we become more deeply aware of these three levels, can eventually help us transcend into the deeper layers, the Vijnanamaya Kosha and the Anandamaya Kosha, eventually. We do Yoga Mudra now, so bring the hands behind the back, softly hold the right wrist, and as you exhale, smoothly bend forward. As far as you can, stay there for a moment now. And then as you inhale, slow and smooth, come back up. This and get ready for Yoga Nidra, yogic sleep, deep relaxation. Get ready for our sequence to tighten the muscles in the body, tense them up. Let's come into the half boat if that's comfortable, or Naukasana, boat posture. You lift the head up, legs up. If comfortable, as always, you can keep them down. Keep the legs straight, point the toes away. Stretch the arms straight in front. Spread the fingers nice and wide, tight fingers. Make a fist with the hands, tight fists. Keep the fist tight, rotate the wrists around. Pause briefly, other direction. Wrist rotation. Pause. Keep the elbow straight. Let's work on the facial muscles. Open the mouth, extend the tongue out, curl it down toward the chin. Mouth wide open, eyes open. Tense up the facial and the neck muscles. Keeping the fists tight, pull the fists away toward the feet. Squeeze the buttocks tight. Thighs, knees, kneecaps are tight. Calf muscles, ankles. Point the toes away. Let's try to engage every single muscle in the body, the whole body together, entire body into a real tight squeeze. Squeeze. And let go. Letting go, loosening up. Try to find the most naturally comfortable posture called the Shavasana, dead body. With the feet apart, almost in the mat. Hands away, palms facing up. All this should feel very natural. No effort should be required. Mentally scan the body from toes to head, one muscle, one limb at a time. Try to Become deeply aware of the deep sense of relaxation, every muscle, every limb. Start feeling that subtle heaviness of the muscles of the limbs as they relax. Just feel the heaviness of the feet on the ground, legs, knees, thighs, the buttocks. Feel the subtle heaviness of the lower back, middle back, upper back, hands, arms, shoulders, head and the neck. Just become aware of all the points of contact between the body and the floor. Feeling that subtle heaviness of the entire body. Just allow the body to gently sink into the floor. Body feels heavy and beautifully supported by the ground, very comfortable posture. Body relaxed, mind at peace. We'll set the intention now to pay no attention to thoughts that might be coming in the mind as we relax. So we'll set the intention to stay relaxed without being bothered by the thoughts that might erupt in the mind. Let them come, let them go away. Let's continue to enjoy this very beautiful states of the body and the mind. We'll do that for a few more moments now. Om. Let's bring the awareness back to the breathing and begin to breathe just slightly deeper breaths. Feel the flow of breath at the tip of the nose for a moment. And then begin to stretch the fingers, curl the toes, the hands, feet, arms, legs. Bring the feet together and stretch the arms back overhead. Nice stretch by putting the hands back, point the toes away. Very good stretch for the body. Slowly roll to one side. Sitting position slowly. I just realized, I sent an email yesterday that today we'll do some discussion on the 8 limbs of yoga. But after sending the mail, I realized that we did that discussion last week already. We probably don't have to do that. So we have another option today. Rather than doing the discussion, we can just do a brief meditation like we do every day. Is that okay? Do a brief meditation, not spend a lot of time though. Okay. So let's do our pranayama. Start with Kapalabhati. Let's get ready for Kapalabhati. The final sequence. Inhale and then exhale completely and apply the three bandha sequence. You're done with the whole sequence. Get back to your natural rhythm of breathing. A round of Bhastrika. So today, let's do the Bhastrika through one nostril at a time. Okay, so we've done it before, I think, but uh, just to give a good feel, the movement is both inhale and exhale are forceful. And I'm not going to play the metronome. I'm going to let you, go at this at the pace that you're comfortable with. But the sound will be like this. If I were to make this sound forceful, it will sound like this. So you should feel the sound both during inhalation and exhalation. All right. So let's do a few breaths like this. Close the right side with the right thumb and breathing forcefully in and out through the left. Exhale completely and then just relax, natural breathing for a few breaths. So the other side, close the left nostril with the ring finger and again forceful exhalations in and out. Inhale and exhale, both are forced. Exhale, release the hands now. Again, very natural rhythm of breathing now. Few breaths. Little different experience when you do this through one nostril. Kapalbhati and Bhastrika, the combination is very cleansing, detoxifying. Beautiful combination of practices. Let's do the Nadi Shuddhi, alternate nostril breathing practice. So again, soft breaths, Ujjayi breaths, 1:2 ratio. Just go ahead, and everyone knows the guidelines. Follow the guidelines. Finish the next round, take your time. Finish the final exhalation, which should be through the left nostril. Once you're done with the whole sequence, release the hands and get back to your natural rhythm of breathing. Like I said, we'll go through our brief meditation as we always do today. But before I do that, let me ask you if you have any kind of questions. Anybody have any questions or any concerns of any kind based on what we have covered so far? Everyone okay, comfortable with the whole practice? Good. All right. So let's do our brief meditation now. Keep the eyes closed, spine as always tall, vertical, but very relaxed. Also keep the arms, hands, shoulders very comfortably relaxed. Let's recite Om once now. Deep inhalation. Let's go through our sequence of body, breath, and mind awareness. So to become aware of the body, let's make a very tight fist with the two hands, very tight fists, and then release. One more time, very tight fists, and release. And let the hands rest very comfortably on your body. Just go through the body, scan the body, and see if you can perceive any kind of sensations, any physical sensations in the body, any discomfort, tingling, itching, movement of any muscles, any sensation of heat or cold, any part of the body. Next, become aware of the breath now. So we'll take one deep abdominal breath, diaphragmatic breath. So very deep, long breath. As you inhale, fill the belly out like a balloon. And as you exhale, continue to suck the belly back in toward the spine. And as you finish the exhalation, just bring the breathing again back to your natural rhythm. Just feel the flow at the tip of the nose. Shift the awareness to the spot between the two eyebrows called the third eye or the Ajna Chakra. And then visualize that vast expanse of space in front, Chidakash. Just kind of stay in that space for a moment. Again, visualizing anything that comes to mind, become aware of that. And I will gradually transition to your mantra meditation now. So you're Going to be reciting your mantra in your mind at a pace that's comfortable for you. Would set the intention that for a few moments we'll try and stay deeply focused on the mantra meditation, mantra recitation. But as we know, thoughts will come up in the mind. That's just the nature of the mind. And as soon as you recognize the presence of a thought, gently guide the mind back to the mantra meditation. Let's do that for a few more moments now. Bring the awareness back to the breath. And again, feel the flow and follow it at the tip of the nose for a moment. Just become aware of the body. Again, any physical sensations in the body that you might feel. Becoming aware of the surroundings. We'll join the palms together in the prayer position for Shanti Mantra. Inhale. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lead me from unreal to the real, darkness to light, from the fear of death to the knowledge of immortality. Peace, peace, peace. Up the palms. Cover the eyes softly with the palms, relaxing the eyes, eye muscles. Release the hands, join the palms again, raise them up, and as you exhale, bend forward. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. I bow down to all my gurus, my teachers, from the most ancient to the most current of my teachers. And always like to pay a very special tribute to Guru Patanjali. And we'll come back up slowly. Thank you all. Namaste. Have a great rest of the day. See you back tomorrow.
Thank you, Subhash.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Subhash.
Thanks, Shweta. Thank you.
Thank you, Subhaji.
Thanks, Mallikarjun. Uday. Okay, Henry. Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.